Well, hello there. Here we are on Saturday, November 8th, 2025, and it's match day of game week number 11 in the Premier League. And disappointingly, Manchester United drew 2-2 versus Tottenham. Today, we were away at the Spurs ground, and it's a shame. This is the second week in a row we drew after being ahead in the game. Look at this. We took the lead from a great Mbumo header at 32 minutes, and we were ahead all the way up until the 84th minute until they scored. And then just 7 minutes later, we're then behind 2-1. And then at the very last minute, because we had 6 minutes extra time, and De Ligt at the last minute, he got a wonderful header in, so we at least drew. But my goodness. And we had Harry Maguire went off with looked like a hamstring injury. And then Sesko, he came on. He was only on for 20 minutes, and it looks like he did his knee in. So that's worrying. But let's go over here and look at our stats for the all competitions here. And you can see we've scored 21 goals, but we've let 20 goals pass by us, so gives us only a 1 goal difference, which isn't great. And here we can see all our goal scorers, people who assisted, and all the people who are out injured and those not in the squad. And if you just want to see the Premier League itself, it's over here on this chart. Now we can come down here to look to see who all played 90 minutes, who scored, the subs on and off, and who's off injured and all that good stuff. Now, as you see, the people on the bench, they're not subbed on at all. So Sesko started on the bench, but he did come on. But anyway, so there, that is for the match day. Now, somebody in an earlier video asked if I do this for other teams like Chelsea, and I mainly do Manchester United stats because that's my team. But I do a few things for a couple teams of Arsenal, Aston Villa, Chelsea, Liverpool, Man City, Man United, of course. Who am I missing? Newcastle and Spurs. But anyway, so the person who wanted to see Chelsea's, I do have this. I have your whole schedule here, and those who've been off injured and suspended. And here we go. We have these 8 teams here. It shows all the players that have been out injured, suspended, and etc. Now we can take a look at the goalkeepers and their clean sheets. Now we still have 5 games to go tomorrow, so this table will look different after those games are played. So we started off in 8th place, and so far it sucks. We would have been, if we wouldn't have lost, we would have ended up being 3rd place, because Chelsea won. They have a better goal difference than us. But no, we had a draw. Ugh. Now we can go further down the line too, depending on, let me see, Aston Villa could go ahead of us if they win. And if Crystal Palace win, they can go ahead of us. Let me see who else. Man City and Liverpool, they're already ahead of us, so one of them's going to drop points. So by tomorrow night, we could end up being in 10th place. Ugh. Which once again sucks, but there you have it. Oh, and just a real quick look here at Manchester United's managers here. Comparing 6 of them versus Ruben. And that's in the Premier League there. Here's a different look. And we also have Ruben versus some other managers in the Premier League of Liverpool, Chelsea, Spurs, Aston Villa, Newcastle, and Arsenal. So we can see their stats that way. And we have another view here to show how well they've done the first 54 games and the first 38 games. That's how many Ruben has managed so far. And we're not doing too well compared to the other managers. Here's Ruben versus Maresca in Chelsea. And Ruben versus Unai Emery from Aston Villa. And Amorim versus Eddie Howe at Newcastle. And Ruben versus Arteta over at Arsenal. They actually might pull it off this year. And versus Thomas Frank, who's now over at Spurs this year. He spent a boatload of years over at Brentford. And there we have it. Okay, there we go. We'll just end it here with United ending up in 8th place, and which will change tomorrow depending on how those games come out. Anyway, y'all take care. I hope you're doing well. Bye now.